Gotta add somebody real quick. Damn. How do I add somebody to this joint? You know, I don't rock with this. Hold on. The camera. Where'd that go live with joint? Oh, there you go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Send me a request to go live real quick. There we go. You. You. Damn, what the fuck's going on? What's
What up?
good, cuz?
What up?
What up? What up?
Chilling, man.
What you think about the Colorado game?
I mean, it was entertaining as hell, and I think it put HBCUs on notice more than we thought. I'm saying because one, Colorado was never given a chance. I think they were 20-point underdogs today. TCU was in the national championship last year, so these dudes were 20-point underdogs. All the columnists and all the people on the sports networks and shit like that were saying they had the worst roster in the league, and Shakur Sanders, Travis Hunter,
Yeah.
and all them HBCU transfers went out there and did their motherfucking thing and put them on notice. So man, it was entertaining as hell. I told you about. I'm like, yo, Deion, the primetime got these dudes balling, man. It's I know we talked about it earlier in the week and said they was gonna get rotted, but nah, man, they for real.
Yeah, you know, TCU was in the championship against Georgia.
Yep.
There's no rollover, man. I just like it because even though we was, a little critical, of his move to Colorado, we still rooting for him
Of course.
at the end of the day. Like, I mean, I want to see a brother make it. I want to see a brother defy all the fucking odds and make, really do this thing. So
Yep.
the whole world was watching, man. You see mad people, like everybody. I'm looking on Twitter, people talking about it. Everybody's watching. So I'm just excited. I'm excited as hell, to see what's going to happen. One thing I will say is that, what would you say to the people that say it's a little overreaction? Like, it's a little bit like, all right, it's one game, chill out.
It's one game. I give you that, and no one's acting like they're about to go to the national championship. But
Right.
I do think it's a big deal because of the amount of disrespect that was put on Prime and Colorado prior to this. No one gave them a chance against TCU. TCU was supposed to go ahead and put up 40 on their head, and it wasn't going to be a contest. And for the most part of the game, I think up until late third quarter, Colorado was up. They never trailed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is all from – he goes to Colorado. He tells all the players that were already there on scholarship, you don't want to be here to walk. Half his roster gets lost. He brings in a bunch of people from Jackson State. You know what I mean? They lead the HBCU. We talked about it at length.
Right.
How a lot of people believe in and going to Colorado. But then it makes you look. I'm like, all right, look at the level of competition they were playing at them HBCUs compared to now they're sitting in the Pac-12 about to be the Big 12, and they smacking them around. They got Nebraska next week. That's another nationally televised game. And I can't tell you, I'm a Michigan fan, and I wasn't watching Michigan today. I was watching Colorado. So
Yeah. I'm voting for him. I hope that he wins. Shout out to Diane. Shout out to the real King Reen. To all the other people in the chat. D. Hemberry. Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's hard to kind of, really put the words to it, but if he could pull this thing off, I feel like we underrepresented anyway. You know what I mean? Especially in football.
Yeah.
We can be wide receivers. Now they're giving us the quarterback position, running back. We can do all of that. But when it starts going to get into the higher echelon positions, it's like we kind of frowned upon. Like, okay, you can't barely could be a head coach.
Right.
You damn sure ain't being no owner. Maybe you could be a GM, one or two here. So
I don't even want to be coordinator. Right. They only want to be offensive coordinator.
Yeah, right. And you see, even like it permeates through Little League, like Little League all the way to NFL. It's like, all right, you ain't got no brain. You just run. You know what I mean? You be the workhorse. And they even what they call the running backs, a workhorse. Yep. Or what's the name they call the running backs now? I forget. Bell cow. Like, damn. Bell cow?
Yeah.
Like, damn. That gotta be some old slavery. But nah, man, I'm excited. I hope that he continues to, defy the odds. And I'm not saying they're gonna win a national championship or nothing like that, but they was ridiculing. They was saying he didn't know what he was doing. They said, like you said, the roster's trash. They said all this stuff. Like, this ain't HBCU. This is the real league. And he went out there and he beat a nationally ranked Texas Christian University, who was playing in the national championship against Georgia. He beat him. His son.
Yep.
A lot of people. I didn't know his son was that good.
38 for 47, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Crazy.
Okay.
Crazy.
8th ranked opponent, they were supposed to lose by 22. It's
right.
crazy. It's crazy.
Yep.
I'm happy for him. My thoughts have changed about it a little bit because I was aggravated about the attention that was getting taken off of HBCUs, but I feel like today it was put on HBCUs even more on a national scale.
Right.
Now the NFL has to pay attention to what's going on in the HBCUs because if you see the level of talent that they're going up against major colleges, what can they do if just given a chance at the next level? You know what I'm saying? Let me ask you this, because I don't think either of us are saying.
Yeah, audio. Audio's down a little bit. I don't know what it is, but
you hear me?
I can hear you, but go ahead. All
right, my bad. What do you think the level of success? What's a successful season for Deion and Colorado Buffaloes? I don't think either one of us is saying that they're about to go to the national championship or even the college playoffs. But what would measure to you the level of success of the Colorado Buffaloes?
First of all, this nigga in here talking about Dallas Cowboys going to the Super Bowl, nigga. Fuck out of here, nigga.
I see that.
You seen that shit?
That bullshit.
Eagles over this bitch. But nah, man, yo, I really think the Cowgirls, right?
Get to that too.
What's up to Dice Media? Nah, man, I would say maybe no more than 3 losses.
Okay.
I mean, they showed that they can compete. You know, I'm not saying they're gonna go beat Georgia's ass or nothing, or beat a nationally. I don't know if they're gonna beat the teams that's 5 and under. You know what I mean? I don't see that happening, but the sky's the limit, man. Eagles all day for sure. The sky's the limit. You never know what can happen at this point. But I would say no more than 3 losses. We'll continue to build that program to the promise. Because now all eyes, if he would have lost the game, everybody would be like, oh, yeah, we told you so. This wasn't this. And my problem, and I know your problem really wasn't, it was the fact that what he represented at first, like he was there for the HBCUs. But all right, all that shit's done now. He left. He's in Colorado. I'm with Prime. I'm with Coach Prime. Well, what's your thought? What do you think is a successful season for him?
I still think he's putting on for HBCUs. Let me get that thought out. Because of what we see, because of the stars that shine today and put on for them HBCU schools, that for all that talent that was down there. But a successful season for me, they would have to make it to a bowl game. You can lose 3 or 4 games to make it to a bowl game. I mean, you don't got to be one of the playoffs. Make it to a bowl game, play on New Year's Day if you can, and win that joint. Because then I think it would really start putting attention on Colorado. And you look at the roster of Colorado this year, it's going to be far different next year when you got them 1-star, the 5-star recruits that were chasing Prime in HBCUs. They're going to now chase Prime in Colorado. And in the next 3 or 4 years, if his goal and agenda is to stay there, because I think eventually he wants to make it to the NFL. I think all of this is leading to the NFL. Just how long he's going to be in college is the question. But I think if he sticks around for 2 or 3 years, Colorado's going to be something to reckon with. But I think the next couple of recruiting classes, if they're successful this year, it's going to be heavy on their
word. I don't know if you see the chat, but the dude that's talking about the Cowboys,
yeah, I seen it.
You seen it? Yeah. Yes, I mean, Deion played for Washington. He played for San Fran, but I would say like his heyday was like Atlanta and Dallas, even San Fran too.
Yeah. Atlanta, Dallas. I think he won a chip with San Fran. And
right.
Dallas. Obviously,
right.
You weren't throwing to his side, but you weren't throwing to his side. I mean, up until we started getting older. I mean, Washington and Baltimore. But until you weren't throwing to him,
right?
Deion was the greatest thing we ever seen.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you see some brother. Let me see if I remember his name. Travis Hunter. He played both sides of the ball. He had one of the baddest interceptions I've seen in college in a very long time. They were doing cover 0. He still intercepted that ball. He had 11 receptions on the offensive side for 119 yards, 10.8 receptions per carry. I think brother had like 60 snaps of football between both sides of the ball going into the second half. Absolute monster from Jackson State, might I add. So what do you think about if you remember number 12 Travis Hunter, his performance?
Oh man, it's amazing. I mean, the dude is playing wide receiver, cornerback. Like, you don't really see that in college. That's like remember, what's your boy, Charles Woodson? That's usually you one position. You ain't playing on defense when he's on offense. That's something like we was doing. It was doing back in 98, 99. So to see him doing that, I mean, I'm sure when he gets to the NFL, he'll probably either pick wide receiver or cornerback. But that's dope as shit. I couldn't even believe it when I seen it. I'm like, nah, he can't be at two positions. But
Balling.
yeah, two positions balling. So I don't know, man. A little fire under me, seeing I honestly I didn't expect him to do much in Colorado. I was like, he ain't gonna be able to do shit with that team. And it's still early. It's one game, but if he could beat Nebraska and continue to build on this, the sky's the limit, man. Sky's the limit.
Definitely limit. I can't wait to see Travis Hunter on Sundays. I think that when you look at a player like that, first person he reminded me is obviously the Charles Woodson, because you know how much I loved him back in the day growing up. And then obviously primetime.
Yep.
But even then, they're specialized at cornerback. Sometimes they go behind for punts. Sometimes they'll get 3 or 4 plays on offense. This dude was a star on both sides of the ball. I can't wait to see him. I think he'll be better suited for cornerback in the league, but returning punts, coming in on specialty packages in the league, this dude is a star, and I'm glad that they're starting to see the light. This all from Prime kind of doing what he did. I mean, we all criticize him. We definitely on our platform criticize him, us individually criticize his move. But now, as it's starting to move, I'm gonna have to eat a little bit of that, man. And at the end of the day, we always definitely still supported Prime, and we support him then, we support him.
Yeah, like Dice Media said, strong morale can win games. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like if you got guys that ain't really, thinking much of themselves or whatever, or they have confidence issues, and you got a guy that can come in and ignite that shit and make them start believing, you damn right.
Yeah.
You damn right. I coach, on a low little league level, and sometimes you'll have some of your greatest stars that'll take plays off. It's just practice for them. They going soft, even in games like it's too easy.
Right.
But you can get everybody going 100% full speed, firing on all cylinders every single play, man. Some shit can happen, bro. I don't care what the talent level is,
Confidence breeds winning. Belief breeds winning. All that shit is true. If you got a confident team that thinks that they can go out there and beat anybody and everybody's on one accord, watch out. And Prime got that swag. He got that charisma. Everybody's going to be watching. This is going to be the news. Ain't no NFL until Thursday.
Right.
So the next 4 days, they're going to be talking about this. Deion in Colorado. You're going to hear Undisputed First Take ESPN on Monday. They're going to be talking about this shit. So, I mean, it's pointing in a very, very good direction. It's still a very long season. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to give Nebraska a run for their money. It's not the Nebraska that we grew up on in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? They're beatable. And they got a lot to prove. Too, they got a new coach in there and a new system, so it's gonna be fun, man.
Right. Then it's like your X and O's is one thing. Yeah, you can know that. But when you got somebody in there who's gonna fire people up and give that speech, that's what it's really about. The X and O shit is gonna be covered.
Yeah.
You got people do that. He knows that. He's been in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But somebody who's going to be able to give him that speech, that's gonna have them thinking they can run through a brick wall. That's for you, man. I'm behind him 100%, and I'm excited. Shout out to Thomas Lofton too. Been on the show a few times.
Yep, TJ.
Great brother. Appreciate you, man. Absolutely. But yeah, Viral Sports Podcast relaunching officially. This upload will go on there tonight, and stay tuned because we're gonna be talking not just hip hop. We're also gonna be talking sports coming up this week. So stay locked in. Viral Sports Podcast. Type it in YouTube, and you'll see our pretty faces.
There it is, man. Viral Sports Podcast. We'll be talking about all the NFL games. We'll probably be doing this every Sunday. We'll try to pick a time because we're both fans of different teams and shit like that, but NFC East rivals. So we'll probably get up every Sunday, talk about our games and the rest of the games in the NFC, and then talk some shit during the week. We're going to do the damn thing. And we've been starting this for a very long time. We started this, 3-4 years ago? You know what I mean? It got kind of put on the back burner because we were busy, but it's about to get cranked up, man. I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. We got a lot of shit talking to do because he's a Commanders fan. I'm an Eagles fan. We're rivals. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck the Giants. Fuck everybody else but the Eagles. That's how I'm coming with it. You know what I mean? Fly, Eagles, fly. We're going to talk some shit. So make sure you tune in, man.
Fucking say this year, but I'm going to wait. We're going to hold it off for the show, man. It's going to be exciting, man. But salute to everybody in the chat. Best Majestic, Dice Media. He know he already broke. Even though he a fucking bird. I didn't know he was a bird. That hurt my heart when I seen that shit. But
all right. That's all right.
Owner, and you rocking the birds, man. That shit crazy. But you know what? All love, man. Much love to all y'all. We're going to do the damn thing, man.
And y'all see my lips is blue. I'm drinking some blue Karacha with some other shit in it. So that's my lips a little blue
I
here.
got
Getting a little drink in. So it is what it is, man. You know, Saturday night. But yeah, man, Viral Sports Podcast. Stay locked in. Eagles all fucking day. All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all, man.
much love.
Peace.